Welcome back to Workers and Resources. Let's continue our run, shall we? Trying to deal with crime and money in our Republic of New Carsachstan. And hopefully, crime should be dealt with soon. Hopefully. There's a lot of prisoners incoming though. So, we'll have to wait and see. But the throughput of prisoners is quite fast. Only the ones that do perform serious crimes are going to stay locked up for quite a long time. What are we going to do today? Not much difference to anything we've done before. Still trying to recover our loan pretty much, if possible. Loan in rubles is still very, very high. We combined as many loans as we could for now. And we'll just have to give it a little bit of time, I guess. I think I might have to build up the recycling facility in this area now. I planned it out. I assume it's set up correctly. I don't even know. We'll probably start building this, trying to make our own steel from scrap metal. This will reduce the amount of metal scrap that we have to export, and we'll get some steel out of it. It'll take a while to build, and cost us a bunch of resources. We'll see if it works out. Well, first this is general waste separation, so this is actually not the metal scrap handling, this is before that. So this will allow us to recycle the waste from the incinerator into its components. So construction waste and metal scrap can be recycled out into individual elements. And then all future waste has to go through the recycling facility first, before we send it to the incinerator. So the output from here has to basically go into this road to then go to the incinerator. And then this shouldn't fill up anymore with waste that doesn't really dissipate. But first we're going to clear out all of these storages, setting up a dedicated transportation route to pick up all the waste from them, to empty them out and clear up the mess that we made. I think I'll add a tiny road here to go down to this intersection. Something like that. We'll build that up. Yeah, I don't know how much money is basically currently in these storages. It shouldn't be too much, but still. We'll build everything up and then clean up this area, make sure that no more mess is being made. And once we have some clean dumps, then we can switch over the incinerator to only do clean material can also switch over the other trucks. There's a lot of mixed waste export, so I'll get another dump truck, I think. Speed is not really an important here, so we're gonna get the cheap one, I think. I don't think this one makes sense. We'll get 2 of them. And we used up all the money already. That goes very quickly. Okay, construction has started. Let's hope it works out for us. The workers from this area will probably find a new house nearby. We might just hook them up to the existing footpath here and see if they can walk there directly. Try and make a parallel footpath here that we then can use. And that'll hook up here. And hopefully that's enough. It is enough for the bus stop. So if there's any worker who doesn't have a workplace, they can walk there from the bus stop. Not sure I need this road, but the option is here if we need it. Let's try and redo that footpath once more. Won't really work. We'll just do the footpath for now, allowing some workers in this area, and maybe build another house or 2 to work the necessary buildings. You also send some workers to the kindergarten. Make sure that the other buildings have all the workers available that they need. Loyalty is quite low. And the amount of workers is also quite low. It's probably time to hook this up with a proper road. Gravel is fine, that's proper enough. Okay, that footpath is not an option. I'll probably redo this footpath real quick. We'll have the road come through here. That should have stayed. Alright, that'll do. Maybe we got some extra footpath walking distance from it now, because the footpath reaches further. Yes, we can directly reach some buildings now. So that works out for us. And some people will go there directly. Traffic jam. Yes, this area is quite busy. Guess we can turn this back into a traffic light. 2 and 1. Each has an interval of 10 seconds. Should remove the traffic issues. Well, the traffic jam warning. Low happiness here, less than 50% because criminality probably. But we're heavily working on that. 2 escapes this year, not too bad. Let's not talk about last year. We had some other issues then. I should build more housing. Can we make it so that this facility, that grocer is always filled with workers? Yeah. Let's add the grocer to it, to both of these buildings. I don't want them to wait in front of the store and waste all their free time. Barely get any shopping done, so let's make sure this building is always filled with workers. That's why it's there. Yes, we are working on crime. Don't you believe it? Alright, let's check harvest. We have 2 months left. And harvest looks fine. Like, we have 3 fields here that still have some crops in. But it all looks okay. It's starting to add up a bit. But the fields in the back have already been fully harvested, so we definitely have enough capacity. And also have enough storage, at least at the current production rate. Could maybe use a warehouse for fabric. Means we would get rid of this connection and hook up all of them together in one warehouse, which is only intended for fabric. Well, I guess it could also have the other material. It could also have clothing being stored here. That makes a lot of sense. Road connection though. You would need to have to go through that footpath. Let's use a dirt road temporarily to build it. Get the factory connections set up. And then once everything is set up, we could demolish these two factory connections. At least this one. To get the other connection. But yeah, both of them could be removed. And then we'll handle the resources through the storage. And we can change up this footpath. Temporarily going along this path here while we modify this area. A few people can still get there, so it's fine. Let's make sure the demolition office is assigned. Yes, it is. Need more workers in here. But it is balancing itself correctly, so just have to let it do its thing, I guess. Maybe add more residential buildings. And we need another loan. 5.6 though, so that's good. Decent repayment last month. There is still a little bit of hope. And we made some money on the US border side as well, thanks to the bauxite going back to the western border instead of the east. So a little bit of income on that side, which is looking very nice. I'm wondering if it would be a good idea to build a town with just these small grocers and then have a normal store for electronics, in our case just clothing, and these supermarkets just for, I don't know. I don't know if they would still prefer to go here. They basically can buy all of the things at the same time, instead of having to go to multiple stores. I'm just thinking about the volume, because this employs 15 sellers and only does food and meat. It basically spreads out your citizens a bit, so they all don't go to the same store. So maybe there's a benefit to it. Especially if they don't want to buy clothing, they don't have to go there. I would like to redo this road. If I turn it off... Well... If I say no motor vehicles allowed, do they then take this and do a left-hand turn here? Yes, they do. Okay. Then I can make the modification while they have to do an inefficient turn temporarily on this side. Because I have an idea. Service vehicles are still allowed to go through here, apparently. Ah, they are so slow on that intersection. It is so painful. Okay, service vehicles, please stop going that way. We can temporarily demolish this road so it doesn't allow anyone through. Then wait for this one to empty out and do a new road here. I want to make this a straight road up to about this area. And then potentially hook up this lane over here so they skip the whole highway part. Because then we would probably get rid of a little bit of extra traffic in this area. And for that I will have to basically remove this. Now we can open this back up. Cancel. I guess I don't know if any vehicle could drive here now. I think that would look very weird, allowing them to drive through here. Let's see if they can demolish this. Well, you're getting a few cases solved, but it's looking pretty bad. You just have to catch up again, I believe. Yeah, traffic is not looking very good here because of the left-hand turn again. Definitely have to add another road to try and solve that. So my plan was simple road here. Maybe now I could use this for 2 different lanes. No, that's not what I wanted. Might have to do some rework. Yes. And we'll demolish this road and hook it up with a 2-lane road, and then they have to pick the lane that they want. Either they want to go to Slopolas, then they pick the right lane, or go the other path. So temporarily, we'll have to move them through here. We'll see if we can make that work. Definitely causing a lot of traffic issues with the road rework. Also, we're out of money. As you do. Alright. Demolition is almost done. Not sure why they weren't using an excavator for it. Maybe too narrow. Or is the excavator stuck? Sometimes it stays on top of the truck and doesn't go anywhere. The same thing happened here. I'm not sure when that happens. Oh, I think I know when that happens. I think it happens when the demolition is... when the demolition gets done before the truck gets there. So it goes back to the demolition office with the excavator still on top. Yeah, I have to write that down. And report that. Oh, I hope at some point they move the envelope to the right side. I don't like it moving back and forward that slowly. It's really annoying UI design. And the game just crashed. That's what I get for criticizing the game, I guess. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Not sure why it crashed though. I don't know. There's definitely... Hello Hailstorm, hello Wushel. Yes, the game just crashed. Exactly when I was complaining about it. Last autosave 5 minutes ago. I like this song so much. Whenever it comes out online, I don't know. I like that one. How's the vodka today? Okay. Not too bad. Pretty clear. You ought to get some repairs soon. I could test this with this setup, I guess. I could... Could have waited until there's a bus arriving, and I guess I'll test it later. Oh, it saved when we did the weird thing with the road here. Alright, get rid of that. And that. Need to make the bypass connection here. Wait until the road is cleared. We shouldn't take too long if the excavator is involved. Oh, there was a fire. This time we had a fire. Also it's lagging a bit. Something is really laggy. Oh, hopefully my PC isn't dying. I didn't build a new PC yet, no. Last time it crashed when the excavator was on this road. This time it didn't. But the truck is stuck, so... And it teleported back home. Alright. All demolition done. And you can drive back home by yourself, I guess. Waste deliveries, then the area is clear. Yeah, maybe skipping this road, or at least putting all of the personal vehicles on this road for traffic issues is a better idea than having a traffic jam extend onto the highway. Can set this up as a 2-lane road, and then they can merge into the correct lane that they want to go in. Either, as I said, Slopolats or the highway, or looping back to a parking lot here. But yeah, we currently are experiencing traffic issues because of that. 2 more waste pickups. 1 more waste pickup. So I want this road to basically go straight and hook up over here, I think. Oh, there's so many power lines. There we go. So the idea is to come up here and hook up somewhere in this area. And then this one would hook up in here. That means we skip this area. We have a long lane for any traffic issues that might happen. And we avoid them going out onto the highway, since going to Slopolats is apparently what they want to do. I mean, they probably want to go to the parking lot, and I could also give them a tunnel going there. But no, they have to drive through the city. This isn't mini motorways. Can't draw tunnels wherever we want to. And money's out again. And interest rate is 5.8 again. Maybe it drops back down with the next daily tick. I don't know. Yep, 5.6 again. Okay. But we did pay about 1.5 million in one go. Lots of penalty. Let's take out 2 loans so we can wait a little bit. I don't know if this is going to hook up nicely. Oh, the 3 lane is now red. And stays red. I have to write that down. That's basically what I was looking for at one point, where I said I wanted one lane to always be red. I guess if I set it up with a one-way road before, that's the way to make that happen, I guess. But I'm still gonna report it. It probably is not intentional. Oh, excavator going for a refuel. Great. Two more waste pickups. And then we can start working on the proper road here. This is a lot of stuff. We have to get this road back. Traffic issues are mounting. Let's allow them to drive here, which is basically what we want them to do. Just in a more fancy way. Yes, traffic issues, I know. They're not gonna get to where they... Oh, another game crash. I don't know, I think there was an update recently. Let me check. I mean, there was one recently that fixed the... vehicle repairs, but I don't think there was any after. No, don't see any other update. 4 minutes ago. Damn it. I can quickly force them onto the other dirt road, I think, by using the magic of a traffic sign again. I should also turn this into a 2-lane road. So we're gonna institute a no motor vehicles allowed sign. We can't put it on top of dirt roads. It's fine. Traffic issues aren't too bad yet, so there will probably be some vehicles going over the dirt road soon. I mean, I could remove this dirt road to force them that way, but some of them might not want to go to Slobodsk, and that would be bad. They might also all still prefer going over the main road because, well, it's way faster than traveling along the dirt road, at least theoretically. In practice, this one would be much faster. Alright, we're gonna change this traffic up a little bit and allow them to all get through here. This is chaos. Need to get rid of this traffic jam so I can rework those roads more quickly. That means the vehicles on the bridge will have a tough time getting through here. And yes, it doesn't look pretty. Having to do a jackknife turn. Pretty bad. Okay, one more waste pickup. That's our truck. And then we can try and rework this area, hopefully. Put everything back the way it was supposed to be, which was fewer traffic issues. Okay. Get those roads set up again. The chaos. Where's the intersection box? A nightmare. Now we have a few other traffic issues that we caused. It's not looking great. I hope no critical infrastructure is affected. Well, they don't want to take this road, so no point in having that, I guess. We'll have to wait for these roads to come up. While this is all being constructed, once this section is done, they can definitely take this road to get out of here already. To prevent the left-hand turn in this area. So hopefully this road won't take too long. Just 1 or 2 deliveries of asphalt, rolling out the road, and then it's done. auto-assign itself. Yeah. How fast can we build that road up? Two deliveries of asphalt are already inbound. Yeah, then they can use this road temporarily to get out onto the main road again while we finish up the last section of it. This one has higher priority because the dirt road is sufficient right now, at least as a bypass. Getting the other asphalt lane would be nice and quick, but it doesn't really change anything here from a throughput perspective. Getting this road set up would be the solution to a lot of problems, because it could also hook up to this road. I hope they don't take this road and then do a left-hand turn to go over the bridge. I think they will hopefully still prefer this lane instead. Okay, now we wait for it to be rolled, and then they don't have to take this section anymore. And that should hopefully get the personal vehicles rolling again. Alright. We'll try a quick refresh. Maybe that updates all of the other vehicles' line. I don't know. Not sure how the logic works when they start driving along here again. one signaling it yet. Oh, somehow. Now it's back. Okay. So yeah, temporarily over that dirt road exit until we set up the proper one. Should reduce the traffic flow through here quite significantly and remove all the vehicles that want to do a left-hand turn back to the correct lane. That was a mess, for sure. Now that it's snowed in, are they preferring... Oh no, they're preferring the cleared road over here. Probably because that dirt road is really, really slow. That wasn't the plan. That's why there's no road construction during winter. People do very weird things. Okay, that looks good. This section of road is done. They might finish this. They will finish this. Don't need any construction machinery. They have enough workers to lay out the asphalt and flatten it out. And it's done. Can we now choose this road again at all times? Maybe? Why is there so many vehicles coming through here anyway? No, don't want to hear that. What's wrong? Why is there no workers here? Did this area die out? Kindergarten, shopping center, platform, heating plant. Seriously, people. Take care of your own heating. I still want to drive that way. Come on, people. Use this road again. I don't know why the personal cars still prefer that route. Maybe they've been waiting for a lot longer than the service vehicles and they'll start turning in right here soon too. I don't know. This looks very good. And this also doesn't look too bad. So the road in general works as it should. This lane has priority. This is a much longer road and it's only one purpose, but this road could block the highway, so it has priority. And there shouldn't be that many people coming along that road anyway. Are you still taking that road? Oh! One vehicle? Two vehicles? Has it happened now? Everyone new taking that road? Maybe? Not yet. Some of them are. I guess the snow clearing is not really well done in this area. They clear the bridge and the main road, and this might have a... It will get the vehicles faster onto the cleared road and be more attractive for them. Maybe I should add a technical service here, so we clear the road from the perspective of these personal cars. Alright, let's take a look at crime. Has been running for a bit. Police station is up to snuff in Bura. We'll just have to give it time. Slopolatsk. It was looking better, and it is. So that one is also looking something that will fix itself with time. Hopefully happiness and loyalty in the area will come back up. Karabadag was looking fine previously. We put the police stations at half capacity, and that one's still okay. We basically have to get all of the criminals caught and move through the justice system. Structural heating problem. Oh no, no, no. Our traffic issues are actually having a significant impact on the health of some citizens because it's minus 15 degrees and they don't have any coal. It's almost there, but it's going to be a few days at very low temperatures. And that is going to create a lot of death at the highest difficulty level. Come on, produce some heat. We do have some spare trucks. I moved them into the storage. We have one that is not in need of repairs right now. You. Go grab some coal for the people. Thank you. I'm not sure if we're gonna survive that in this town, or if I have to get some more citizens soon. We will most likely have a significant death spike because the healthcare in this area is also not that high. So far they seem to be holding on. But yeah, traffic issues. Not great if you don't have a storage to outlast traffic rework. Thankfully the heating plant in Slopolask has its own storage, so that one can last quite a while. And Brospin and Torulistok are both hooked up to the centralized heating. Okay, this looks more normal again. We still have some trucks here trying to do the left-hand turn. Not just trucks, but also some personal cars. Got our asphalt road back up. And soon we can turn this into a one-way road where they can choose the lane right away. Just have to wait for this road to get rolled, which should be really quick. No more speed signs. Don't do left-hand turns from here. It's not allowed. Or at least it's not intended. Technically it's allowed. Creatine complaining about high crime. There's a prison nearby, so if prisoners get released, they might move into nearby buildings. But we only had 4 escapes. Okay, yeah, 4 escapes last year, no problem. Police definitely needs to work though. Why are we having heating issues? Maybe the building's too far away to be thoroughly heated. Definitely no capacity issue, but the police station is very far away from the heat exchanger, which could cause problems. Okay, got everything we need to finish that road. That means this can be turned into a one-way road. And they can pick the lane that they want to go in. And soon they'll be able to go on a direct route to Slopolask, avoiding all of the highway Will it benefit our traffic? I have no idea. It will basically put the traffic jam all on this road, since they won't have priority getting into the town. It should leave this road for service vehicles, which will have priority getting into town. So we might bring more resources around quicker at the cost of having fewer workers, maybe? We'll see. Road construction is done. Now we'll wait for it to get used. Which should happen fairly quickly, because there's no traffic jam here anymore. And there we go, the first car. Slopolats medium parking. Okay, that car in front definitely doesn't have a catalysator. What's it called? I don't know. It's not the muffler, it's a thing that reduces pollution of vehicles before the muffler. It's even a modern car and they're making so much pollution. Ridiculous. Well, pile up here. The traffic coming from this lane should be reduced, and then these personal cars can go whenever there's not service vehicles going through here. So it does kind of work as intended a little bit. Some people doing left-hand turns is not what I want to see. Oh. Out of fuel. That means the gas station off here didn't get refueled for a while. But there is some truck heading here right now. But the truck has to... I don't know where it's going. Fuel Slopolatsk. Okay. Taking a very long detour. Fuel consumption is still very high. But we can't change that. Not with that much traffic. Money is looking pretty decent. I'll probably combine some of the loans. Let's start from here. Maybe you can reach 5.5 interest rate this time. Monthly repayment rate close to 4 million still. The amount that we can borrow definitely went up from 20 million to 67 million. Definitely an improvement. But yeah, our US currency is looking pretty bad. Okay, we will have to do some vehicle replacements soon. By the look of things, this vehicle is stuck at 100% wear. I did report that. 36 years old. Go to the scrapyard. Yeah, I think this will work well for us. There's not too much traffic coming along this road. A sufficient number of vehicles should be able to get through. And we basically move the traffic jam into its own area now, where it doesn't block up anything here. And if they're smart enough to do a left-hand turn, they will still prefer the highway, but I think I need a technical service for that. I think I have to probably build a technical service here. I'm very happy that the crime issue seems to have finally been... Okay. I'm very happy that the crime issue almost has been fully dealt with. Yes. Duseni can help Sasales deal with crime. Seems like that police station is getting a bit overwhelmed now. I don't want another police station here. Just have to wait for this one to catch up with things. Which it is doing. We just had a crime spree, I guess you could call it. But it seems to be doing okay. Just have to give it some time. Take a look at the warehouse in Priatin. If it's already done, it is done. All right. So we have our fabric and clothing in here. Could also store chemicals in here, I guess. That's actually not a bad idea. So we'll have like 3 units of fabric, 3 units of clothing, and 1 unit of chemicals. And then we'll make that a nice round number. That will allow us to store chemicals in here. Just need to make sure that the chemicals can also get there. And then we'll set our distribution office for the chemical plant to only handle everything over here. So you're basically unloading... What did just... I clicked that one instead of unload, okay. Unloading chemicals here, and that's it. Crops are here, so only chemicals. Don't need to bring that here anymore. And this distribution office does not have to pick up the clothing from this area anymore either. It still can, I guess. Which might even be better, because we can use this as an external storage for the supply of the town area. Yeah, let me look at that real quick. Oh no. Have to remove some snapping points here. Alright, that should do it. So the idea is we still pick up export for the customs house from the factory directly, but since it will push the resources over here, this will fill up much more slowly. So this will get to 3.75 tons when this one is at 45 tons. And when you pull out clothing from here, it would also pull out from the warehouse, I guess. At least I believe that is what would happen. I thought we were doing fine with crime here, but we have 100% unexamined cases, and this one was almost done, but they're not finishing it. Well, restart. I don't want a second large police station here, but I might have to if this runs into crime problems. Maybe I should focus on medium and minor crimes first, because they go through way quicker and they remove people from being an issue faster. And then focus on the serious crimes later. We'll have our footpath again. We need the dump trucks here, and here, and here. I don't know if I still need this road. I could pick up everything from the warehouse, I guess. It's only a little bit of an extra distance, but I could still manage all of the resources from the clothing factory. Well, we could have another heat exchanger here to get more people. Not sure if they can get to the clothing factory though. Hello Kresky Star, welcome. Sorry for missing your message. Things are getting a little bit stressful. Why is there no fuel truck heading here? Alright, where is my fluid distribution? All of them are busy. Right, try supplying fuel here. It's fine, just trying to figure out how to play the sandbox. Yeah, it's quite difficult to get started with. There's a lot of mechanisms that work with each other. So lots of things can go wrong, but you're constantly learning new things, and if you enjoy that, it's definitely a great game. But it always has that feeling that I want to do something new and better. Alright, let's see. Copy the tasks here. Okay. We're out of money again. I think we have a dedicated refrigerated vehicle here, right? Yes, we do. It's not very intuitive? No. The complexity makes it very unintuitive. But it also means that there's a lot of depth to it, which I really appreciate. Wait, Pidansk? Oh, Pidansk has its own distribution office. Never mind then. And we don't need to assign Sezhov. I'm playing it with a few extra added self-imposed challenges, so it's even more difficult. But I think it makes the game way more interesting, in my opinion. Definitely encourages you to sprawl out more. The default to start out the game with is building one larger town and go from there, and it makes a lot of sense. But I just said, okay, I'm gonna set myself the goal or the challenge that each settlement that I build, I get a specific number of researches that I can do. And that makes things a little bit more difficult. Okay, we definitely have fuel issues. So we have so many personal cars on the road right now that they're having trouble refueling because the gas station is not receiving enough fuel. So we'll set up this distribution office to handle just that. Make sure that these gas stations are always filled. A car for every citizen. Yep, getting personal vehicles is a luxury, it's not the default. I wish they would ride share, but the only way they ride share is if a parent takes their children to school before work, but that rarely happens. It's nice when it does, though. Okay, let's focus you on the minor crimes that you might solve. Is this when we invented buses? Probably. I don't know, I assume buses happened before cars. I don't actually know, like in the concept phase. I think individual well, I guess we started with horses, which were individual transportation, but I think horses pulled carriages first, and they probably carried more than one person? I don't know. I don't actually know. I think horseback riding came later. Got enough coal again. Got 2 trucks here now. Which will be a problem if there's a crime inside the heating plant, because then it will block up the parking space, but we'll just have to deal with that. How am I bringing coal here anyway? Only one dump truck. Wow. And that works. I didn't even realize how fragile my coal distribution in this area was. Let me add another dump truck. This is not gonna be safe. Might add a dedicated storage to it. Trams were before cars, so technically as far as motorized transportation goes, they were our proto-buses. Yeah, that makes sense. Happiness dropped again. Oh yeah, our recycling area. The power line hasn't been connected yet, but the area has been built. I forgot all about that. We still need water and sewage, I assume. Yep. And then we need to figure out, one is going to be an input and the other one's going to be the output. So this is probably the output, this is the input. And we'll get some trucks carrying waste here. Start emptying out these. I think I can use our hazardous waste distribution office for that, but that one's busy all around, so maybe not a good choice. Maybe I'll just grab some dedicated vehicles for it. Still need the electricity first, and maybe a few more workers walking here. So they'll go here, grab the waste and bring it all the way over here into the storage. Then it gets recycled. And hopefully it's fully recycled. I don't actually know. We'll get 2 waste trucks. And they can be the one with better road speed, because, well, they have to travel quite a bit. This is basically already pre-recycled because we waited so long. Some of it is just construction waste. One storage will be construction waste, and one will be metal scrap. Aluminium is not really intended for this area. We shouldn't generate any of that. Also need to empty out this one. And then hopefully we can clear up this area. We'll need more workers here though. And you just clean up this one. Construction waste goes here. And then you go back into the depot. And we'll set up a new traffic route for you. Okay, only the police has a little bit of an issue, but it seems to be maybe going down. Last month we cancelled a lot of cases, but I hope it's going to work out for us. Loading from these dumps is so slow. It's going to take a while cleaning all of this mess up. You will wait until loaded. So once this is empty and you're standing around, we know we can move you on to the next one. I will also have to tell all of the waste trucks to basically dump all of the waste in here now. The technical service will have to make that happen. But we need enough population to run this. If it is running into a standstill, there could be a problem. This basically needs to run more efficiently than our incinerator. So I guess what we need to do is also bring some prisoners here. Unfortunately, I can't use the end station anymore. We have only 5 prison buses here. Could also let people from here walk to here. Maybe then more car owners decide to work in this area. Who knows? I'm gonna find out. Our US currency will also need a refresh soon. Let's take a look. Interest rate is up to 12.2, so definitely rising, which is not great. I would like to not have to take out more loans if it's going to climb that quickly. I might switch all of the imports on the western border to the east now. I think that'll make the most sense. So the oil export can still happen over there. And the farm crop... Wait, why are you importing fabric? Don't want any fabric imports. Am I confused? Load, unload, food factory, warehouse, Sezhov. Wait, what? Why are you bringing stuff to Sezhov? Why is the farm crops, why are you assigned there? Mormosk. Load, unassign. Don't pick up stuff from here anymore, thank you. Ridiculous. Okay, what else? What other distribution offices? Loading from Mormosk. Probably the individual town distribution offices like you. We'll have to grab resources from here now, from Sotshaw. I really wish I could reorder them. Okay. Steel, alcohol. Then this whole row. Plastic, everything but liquid fertilizer, and then we moved it over to the eastern border instead. So we're not going to buy resources here anymore. From the west, we're just exporting to the west. And that's how we're going to try and deal with the loan. Also, that export of electronics was a temporary thing, we don't need that anymore. But the coal export can still continue. And we'll have to do the same thing for maybe this distribution office. I don't know if it goes to the customs house directly. Yes. But it goes to Socho already, not to Mormosk. So that one's already set up correctly. Why is the crime climbing up again? Okay, let's try the different approach. Let's try going through a lot of the cases that can be solved quickly. That'll lock up a few people for a few years. Can you like finish one case maybe? We didn't solve any cases this year yet. I think the motivation in that area is quite terrible now. Population is not too bad. Well, I say that some of the houses are very deserted. Okay, let's try a restart basically. How's the education? Education is looking okay. Just didn't have enough police staff, I would guess. Let's see if a restart of this helps. Also, we'll have to build more housing here. We have more capacity on the heat exchanger. The grocer helps. Let's get another house going. Oh right, where are we taking construction materials from? We're taking them from those storages, so the only thing we're importing is steel, and that should be coming from the east. Yeah, we're not importing, we're just picking up steel from the east and driving it over here. Which is quite pointless actually. If we're doing that, we could save some fuel by just loading it here directly from the customs house. And later on we can... pick it up from the east if we have a production facility, maybe. So yeah. Wait, is that the right one? That's the wrong one, I think. Yeah. Wrong name. You are east. Okay, so don't pick up from here anymore. Steel will be gotten from the nearby customs house instead. That should significantly reduce the fuel consumption if we do construction projects and these storages are being refilled. Steel being a main resource. Could also have a brick factory here and use the coal that we transport. But the coal is barely sufficient for heating, so I don't think that's a good idea. I need a drink. There's a little bit of a traffic issue here, it looks like. Vehicles trying to cross this intersection. Or going to the lumber camps. And having a difficult time getting out here. Not sure why they're not taking this road. I guess we're turning that into an asphalt road then. Maybe then they'll prefer that. So maybe now we'll earn enough money on US side to not run out of money. I would prefer not to have to take out another loan. And we'll handle everything with rubles. Which will probably make this look like it doesn't work again if we import everything by rubles, but we'll see. It looked good for a little while. Now we'll see if it actually worked or not. Buildings without power supply. Sometimes spiking up to 12 megawatts. Interesting. I probably have to look at the power grid soon. But I don't want to right now. I want to worry about this area. Unload anything, thank you. This is now... Okay. Let's clean up all of these storages. It's only construction waste. And that's also only construction waste, so... we can drop that stuff off in here instead. Yeah, this will not get loaded. Clear that waste out real quick. Should not have dumped construction waste in here. This is only intended for mixed waste, and the output should only be mixed waste. So unloading mixed waste was correct. But we will transport it, the construction waste into the appropriate storage instead. If we can earn more than 200,000 per month in US dollars, I would be happy. Interest rate is going back down, which is good. I'm gonna refresh one of the loan to give us a little bit of extra cash to wait out the situation. Okay, you will have to do that one more time, because you already had some resources in there. And then you can get back to emptying out the other waste. And the construction waste we'll probably just export. I'll get one truck each to export the construction waste, and the metal scrap we'll put into a metal recycling facility at some point. Maybe we can switch it over to a distribution office instead at some point, but a direct route will be enough for the beginning. I will set some workers of the prison buses to unload at the... I'm not getting that many prisoners. Alright. You know what? Back to the prison. And then here. I would like to have another end station in here, but I can't, so this is what we will do. Alternate between the incinerator and the recycling facility. The second truck that we ordered in the beginning will go here, loading any mixed waste and putting the rest into the incinerator. So the material that we have filtered out will get recycled. This is loading very slowly. I did not plan for fast loading. Also, this shouldn't be done with waste trucks, I just realized. My bad. This should be done with dump trucks. have to wait till the truck gets here. But yeah, the dump truck should be able to load this much faster. Mixed waste recycling. Our first technical service from the incinerator over here, handling Strakoro and Molna, will bring the mixed waste to the recycling facility to give us a test. Okay, that's metal scrap and construction waste handled. And now when the truck gets here, it should be able to load construction waste much faster. Yep. So we don't need a dedicated loading station for this. We can just have the trucks loading directly at the storage. And the same is true for metal scrap. But we'll store the metal scrap, we won't export it, because I want the recycling facility where we can turn metal scrap into our own steel. Temporarily, we could probably try and help emptying out these waste storages that only have construction waste in them. I guess that's just a job for the dump trucks, that's fine. Okay, so you don't have to carry gravel. Already made a little bit of waste. Okay, I think it's time to switch over some technical services. We'll start with Slopolatsk. And the waste from Slopolatsk is now going to go in here, at least the mixed waste. Not sure if we have another collection of garbage trucks here. it's only water and snow plows. So it's only one collection of waste trucks and that's it. We've got our snowplow for Tuseni. I'll add 2 snowplows to it. One-way roads and bridges have a high priority. Now let's see how much waste we get here. It shouldn't be too bad, like this building can run through a lot of mixed waste, 50 tons, which is almost as much as the incinerator, but it could be the area that causes problems at some point. The first one. Let's leave the overview for technical service up. I think they're all still the same. I could copy all the schedules over. But I don't know. I mean, the source buildings should be identical everywhere in this area. Don't see why not. And the other thing we have to change is the transportation route that brings waste from Svidava over here, which needs to go into recycling now first. So you still use the incinerator import for hazardous waste, but the mixed waste will go in here. I just realized that I probably made a mistake. Because the hazardous waste also has maybe construction waste and metals in it. So we have to carry the waste from the incinerator to the recycling facility and then spread it out. I need to move everything back. And you basically need to pick up the waste from here after it has been recycled to spread it out across the fields. So we need a transportation route from the incinerator to the recycling, not this way. Alright, so I think this is correct now. And the distribution office. We'll have to load the waste from here. Because that one should not have any construction waste in it. That should be perfectly clear to recycle, after recycling to dump into the storages and rot away. Alright, you are done. You can go here and then we'll give you the next dump. This one. Okay, so the waste deliveries need to go back to incinerator first. I guess this one also makes plastic waste, so if I bring it here first, if I bring the mixed waste here first, we could still get the plastic out of it. Hello Toasted Corn, welcome. Could still get the plastic waste out. If I don't put it here before throwing it to the incinerator. I mean, the mixed waste never needs to go into the incinerator. If we remove all of these 4 materials, the rest should rot away by itself. So only the hazardous waste needs to go here and be picked up. So I guess it is true what I set up for everything. They can go here directly. That should be a lot of waste heading to this area. And it is. You will deal with the with the shopping center, the waste separation, and the rest goes to the bus stop. So we shouldn't have any capacity issues if this thing is full on workers, which is going to be an overkill. We basically don't need to run it with more workers than we are running the incinerator. Well, the incinerator runs at 60 tons per day with only 20 workers. This one needs a lot more, so I guess it does make sense. Okay, and yeah, you need to pick up the waste from not the power plant anymore, but here. The waste from the power plant needs to go to the recycling facility, which is this transportation route. So the recycling facility is the last stop before the dumps. This one is empty and cleared, so we can put that one back in. This one is cleared out too. Go here. Next storage. I think we'll probably unassign everything. And only use the cleared storages for now, otherwise it's going to take a little bit to get everything set up. Definitely have to make sure to allow them to unload here. Otherwise this could be a problem. We won't load it from facilities that still have ash in here, like this one. Otherwise we're just burning ash up again. But this one can be cleared out, for example. You should be able to load that construction waste. Oh no, it's a mixture of waste. No, you can't do that. I don't think the game will allow you to do that. Unless you can load one of the 2 wastes in there and it somehow works, but I don't think it will. Nope. Does not work. I have to wait. And the plastic waste, I guess someone can pick that up. We don't have an external storage for that, same for aluminium. I think the distribution office here from Brospin can probably pick up those resources, should they ever pile up to a sufficient amount. Plastic and aluminium, and put that to the customs house. if we ever see unrecyclable waste in here again, we have a little bit of a problem. And I made a mistake somewhere. But I think the concept should be sound now. With the recycling facility in place, we just need to clean up all of these storages manually. Which I could probably do with the assistance of the technical service. So we're gonna do that. We'll set up the delivery here. Unload any waste here. Unload construction waste here. And metal scrap here. And then you're gonna load from all of these. Because we unassigned everything. And that should help quite a bit with getting all of this emptied out. It will reduce the amount of hazardous waste we import for a little bit, but it'll also help the price to come back up. We can do something else in the meantime. That's a lot of waste. That is a lot of waste. So the route over here is not the issue. The route coming back makes this a little bit of a longer trip. And then we also could have a shortcut here. Okay, that should shorten the route significantly, that they hopefully can pick up all of the material quite quickly. Because we're basically full already. And this distribution office, handling the waste distribution, will need a lot more vehicles. Another check on criminals. Yeah, that's fine. So any message that pops up with criminal warnings, we're gonna check at now. We're gonna check out. Duck. Looks fine. just criminals moving in, causing issues, unless the building was like almost empty. Yeah, criminality is quite high, relatively. Our US currency is going back up, and our rubles is going down, so not going very well again, but we have to repay our US loan. I'm now going back to the same what we had initially. But yeah, just taking out more and more US loan is not going to solve our issue. Unless, of course, I decide to just take out the 19 million and spend that in rubles to pay back a lot of the loan. That is one of the ways that we could do this. Take out a giant loan, do a massive import of resources over to the east, repay that loan, and then ignore the west altogether. Not sure if I want to do that. I'm trying to avoid it. It's 2031 and stealing from the west. It's maybe a little bit late to do that. Almost empty. Same as our money. Have to combine some loans again soon. I don't want to. We need the metal recycling facility here, I think. But right now we haven't made any metal scrap yet. We should probably carry the metal scrap from here into the same storage. Otherwise we'll lose it. So metal scrap is not intended for export anymore. I don't think this distribution office is handling that. Okay, it is handling that. So we'll dump the metal scrap in here, in preparation for dedicated facility, which will probably be just right across the road. You're lacking staff, which is not good. You're also lacking staff. We're basically lacking workers in this area. We're not dealing with all of the facilities that we have. Oh, you have a mixture of materials, so that one will have to go in here. Well, the incinerator's running full. Not the incinerator, the export storage going towards the incinerator is running full. And this storage is running full. And when this one has run full, our garbage trucks can't unload anymore. And then things are gonna get really bad really quickly. Distribution office. Alright, let me get the trucks from this route. We have some mixed waste, that is fine. But that's construction waste and metal scrap. You'll unload that and then you're gonna go into the distribution office to help empty out the waste that needs to be hauled. No, here. Go here. Also the wrong unloading station, I guess. I switched over the routes to the next storage without realizing that it was mixed waste instead of just construction waste. Why are you going to a depot? Oh, yes. No, you're going to a depot as in the distribution office. Mixed waste recycling input from the incinerator. And you are the next vehicle. To now also go over here. And hopefully we can speed up the waste deliveries significantly. Because as I said, this is almost full. The new road infrastructure should help with that. Could shorten that even more by having the road connect from here, but I don't want to redo the footpath right now. Come on. Bringing a lot of waste here. At least we have some storage inside the incinerator again, or inside the general separation. I hope this waste doesn't have any construction waste or other stuff in it that can't be recycled. I think the efficiency of this building just means that the other waste has some material lost, like this one. At first I thought some of this material might stay inside the waste, but that would be quite annoying. So I don't think that happens. So all of this should now cleanly burn into ash and nothing else. And that can then rot away inside the dumps. Wait. Mixed waste recycling output should that not go into the incinerator? Yes, it has to go into the incinerator. Okay, no, this is confusing now. Because we have hazardous waste that goes to the incinerator, but then there could still be materials in here that might need to get recycled, so it has to go here. But this waste that we're scrapping might have to go to the incinerator, and then which one is the last one? I've now decided that biological... Oh no, this is going to turn into fertilizer, isn't it? Oh god, we have biological waste in here now. We have to make the incinerator the last step, I think. After recycling. And hope that there's no metallic waste inside the hazardous waste. Otherwise I will have to run it through a cleaning facility and then run it through the waste separation. Nope, there is construction waste in here. And metal scrap. So that means we have to make the general waste separation the last step. And definitely move the materials from here to the general waste separation. And then from here to the waste storages. Oh man. So the recycling output is correct, but this stuff in here is not correct yet. Actually no, the output from the incinerator would be... I'm confused again. The waste from the technical services needs to go to the incinerator before we dump it into recycling, which means all of the plastic waste also gets incinerated. But it's barely any. And I guess the correct way to do this would be to put the hazardous waste through a waste treatment plant, because then we get mixed waste that we could filter through. And since we have chemicals, that wouldn't be too difficult. Does it mean I have to set everything back to the incinerator? Or does this rot away properly? I think the biological waste will start to add up. And not actually go away and turn into fertilizer. Okay, the waste has run full. Executive decision, we're gonna move everything back to the incinerator. And then let them sift through it at the recycling facility. And that should be fine. I think I can just assign every technical service to the same assignment. I don't think I switched over Svitkov. They should all have the same assignments. So this one still has the incinerator import, which is how it should be. And we move that back over to all of the technical services. And then the waste delivery coming from the west. Alright, everything goes to the incinerator. From the incinerator, we will move it to the recycling facility. And from the recycling facility, we'll pick it up to distribute. Right now we have a lot of waste here that should get filtered out. Give me... You're waiting for repairs, okay. Give me another waste truck. Oh man, I waited too long. Taking out another loan. Alright. Incinerator. You're refueling. So I want this stuff right now to temporarily go into the incinerator until we have cleared out most of that stuff. Okay. Then we might have to clean up these once again. And I probably also need another vehicle. Why are you not getting repairs? No resources. That is locking a lot of vehicles in place. Onigi. Okay, so that one was previously bringing the materials over here, but it doesn't have a covered hull truck anymore. I have to get the distribution office from this area and assign that one instead. Oh no, it's just bringing steel over here. Do we have steel? No, we don't have steel. Is there steel heading here? Or is the steel stuck in front of the building? No, it's not. Then what are you doing? You're waiting for repairs. Where? in Vera, which is probably also waiting for steel. Okay, I will have to cancel the repairs for you, so that you can go and get some steel to our repair stations. Because that strikes me as quite important. Thankfully it's only personal vehicles that are currently locked in. Okay, gotta clean the storages again. I think I got it right this time. My throat is killing me. What to do? I mean, we're fairly autonomous. The only thing we're not autonomous on is repair materials for vehicles, which is a kind of a big deal. Are we doing vehicle repairs again? Not yet. Steel has arrived though. But some other resources are missing. Mechanical components, plastics. There's a lot of distribution officers assigned here. Yeah, we will have to import these. That was a mistake to disable that. We need those repair materials. Okay, construction waste in here, we can clear that up, probably with you. Where was it? Here. That's mixed. It's also mixed. And mixed. Yeah, I think we have to build a fuel refinery to be profitable. Or we have to get rid of all loans, then we would also be profitable. If we could reset all loans, we would be fine. But since we grew quite quickly, we need to have way more profit. Yeah, the large dump truck is way faster. If it loaded. It did not. So a dump truck can't load from a waste dump. Metal scrap now. I'll reduce the amount of workers here to 15. We can't run it that quickly anyway. Distribution office. So, should I add? I should probably add steel delivery here. I'll add an open hull truck to bring the own steel to the repair station. Nothing right now. Have to wait for the truck to get there before I can enable it. Truck still hasn't gotten here. Why are we out of money? We had to buy a replacement vehicle. That's not good. I thought I changed all vehicles over to be eastern ones. I guess I didn't. How long does that open hull truck take to get to the distribution office? There it is. And now you have to run another trip to actually get the steel here. Actually, I should probably set you to not buy it from the customs house, but instead load it from the storage, because we might at some point change where we get our steel from. Hopefully that'll fix the vehicles that are still stuck repairing. Some steel got delivered here by the other truck, very nice. The road is almost done paving. Still have hope that speeding up the delivery process will put everything in order. Okay, can you load this one instead? Because we're kind of running full on the storage. I guess that's good enough. I have a little bit of extra waste in here, it's fine. Why aren't you unloading in these? It's a different distribution office? Wait. Oh, that one. The one that's set to unload everything. Yeah, these ones aren't emptied out yet either. Could also export the waste temporarily while I clean this mess up. Thank you for extinguishing that fire. This was closed before winter and could have caused problems if we would have started freezing, but you solved that problem. Alright. Finish the construction waste removal, cleaning up that one. Giving us another storage. The road up here got finished, so we have a little bit of a shorter trip now to empty out these waste storages. How's the crime situation without looking around? Police is running into issues somewhere. I wonder where. the amount of higher education is insufficient in this area. I think the other areas were fine. No, they are not. We don't have enough regular workers here. Just too many highly educated people. Come on, people, fix the damn crimes. I'll build a large police station in Sezhov. I think this area has grown so large that, yeah, it probably deserves one. Can't fit that here. Well, then I'll build it here. I do have some spare police cars, at least, somewhere. I think they were here. No, that was prison buses. Oh no, they are here. $850,000 for each bus. I mean, maybe things are still fine. Maybe the interest rate is increasing slower than the inflation is. It's certainly possible. Oh god, the traffic in this area. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna try this one. You will have to wait until all of this traffic cut out, because you never left room for some people to get out of here. And now you will have to wait. Please don't do left-hand turns here. Maybe I should designate this as a town, so they all drive slower speeds. And probably also restrict their overtaking a little bit. Okay, this may not be the correct way to do that, but we have gotten rid of the traffic issue in the area. So these vehicles will be able to drive out as soon as these personal cars are done. I will limit the speed that they can drive here, I think. Let's check Verra again. No, Verra is fine. You are not fine. You don't have any highly educated workers. For anything. How does that happen? I guess the loyalty just dropped below 30 and then no one was able to get an education anymore. Secret police, also 25. Looks like we can't hold 30. Unless we make sure we have all service buildings in the area. Yeah, this is not looking good. Only highly educated workers with good loyalty in this one, please. They could potentially work in the university. Okay, this is empty. We can now also unload mixed waste in here. Try and empty out the next storage, please. Priatin, Duseni. I was just at Duseni, we're building a new police station there. Why is the crime? Do we have escapes? Oh, why are we having escapes now? So the escapees moved into different buildings and caused a lot of crime again. Meaning I probably need another prison. Might have gotten close to capacity. And the one in Slopolatsk probably had the same issue. And that's why the crime is sprawling out of control again. No, the one in Slopolatsk is holding strong. But I'll still build one in Karabadak, I think. Because we still have the bus end station and could make good use of them here. If I can fit one in this area. And we have extra prison capacity, balancing out the prisoners between more prisons. Hopefully Karabadak still has enough workers. Unable to get food. Building is without drinking water. Why? Why are you without drinking water? Why is no one bringing drinking water is the other question. That's a sewage truck. Kostalova, Karabadak. Wait. We only loaded 1.3 cubic meters. Do we have a problem with our water supply? Why is... Oh. I did tell you to let me know when this one stops. But you didn't. I don't know why this one doesn't have a warning message when it runs empty. So basically our towns have probably run out of water. Hopefully that fixes it. Didn't know that this town died. I think we caught it fairly early. Happiness hasn't dropped rapidly yet. I guess let's take a look over here what the happiness is. Yeah, it's not too bad, but it's definitely... it would get affected fairly soon. Okay. I'm getting really annoyed at everything. Why did this one burn down? We had a fire station here with a perfectly good fire truck. And no one drove over there. All the fire trucks are still here. This... I think I'm ready to call the series to a close. This is just falling apart at the seams and we will not be able to recover this, I don't think. Unless I employ cheesy methods of like switching all of the US currency into rubles. So I think I'm gonna call the series to a close here. Experiment number 2, Karabadak personal vehicles, very interesting, but not really viable. There's just too many things that become too inefficient if you run personal vehicles, mainly because personal vehicles are a significant expense that do not actually earn you any money. I think that was the last straw that broke the camel's back right now, that the chemical plant burned down, even though there was a fire station in range and none of the vehicles burned down either. They're all just chilling here, apparently. Well, one of them is chilling here, the other one... oh, it's also chilling here, we just don't see it. If one of them had burned down, then yes, something would have been wrong, but yeah, they weren't driving here for some reason. And I don't have a local fire station. Unless, for some inexplicable reason, this fire station was in range? No, it wasn't. That one is not in range. Maybe the game is struggling with too many vehicles on the road and it didn't send out the fire trucks for some reason. Oh, Never mind. It's out of range. we found the issue. But that doesn't change the fact that I think I am done with the series. We can't recover monetarily. It's just on a downward spiral. And I would need to rework a lot of things into public transportation to actually make them financially viable. Or I would need to set up an oil refinery, and then we would be good. Because all of the personal vehicles eating huge amounts of fuel does also not help the economy. $5,000 tons of fuel last year. So yeah. This puts the series of New Karabadak to a close. Thank you very much for watching. I will be starting maybe a different series. Maybe I'll stream something else in between. I don't know. We will be going to something that has a little bit fewer restrictions. We will be doing... we will definitely continue with the low-tech setup, because I find that very interesting, as it causes you to sprawl out. But we'll be running our settlements with public transportation instead, so we can have highly concentrated education industries and the like, and run them way more efficient. And maybe the personal vehicles will make a comeback as a delivery method for teachers or woodcutters or something, because they are quite cool. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for today and for New Karabadak. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream and the series. As always, have a good day, take care of yourself, and as always, maybe I'll see you next time.